What's up, guys? My name is Andy.montalvo. I'm a real estate agent here in Houston, Texas with Martha Turner, Sotheby's International, and I wanted to discuss what mortgage rates are doing right now, kind of what you may expect for the next couple months and kind of how we got to where we are right now. I know a lot of home buyers and sellers are on the fence about taking action because they've seen such high increases on the interest rates. So the future for it is kind of unknown. I know a lot of people are leaning towards that the Fed is going to increase rates, meaning that, if you want to buy a house in the next 6 months or a year, you might want to do it now than wait till later. But there are people saying that the Fed may even lower rates, due to these higher increases in order to spark up the economy throughout the spring. Now, with the way inflation is going, that may not be likely. So, I would put my money on that they're going to raise rates just because inflation is getting kind of ridiculous at the moment. Anyways, if you have not done so, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. It would keep me motivated to keep making videos for you guys and keep creating new content. Now, if you're wondering what the real estate market has been like here in Houston in 2022, check this video out. It was my January market update. Next week, I will release my February market update, so come back next week to check that out. But this will give you a good rundown of what has happened so far in 2022. According to NerdWallet, we're currently sitting at an average of 4.024% for a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. Now, that is significantly higher than what we ended off in 2021 when we were at a 3.1. So just in the first 2 months of 2022, the mortgage rate has risen from 3.1 to almost 4.1. Now, even though that is a huge increase, and then for the past year, you've just been hearing about these historically low rates, how low they were because they were below 3 at times. You have to realize that the 4% is not something that's new to us. As you can see, at the beginning of 2017, we were sitting at a 4.1%, which is really similar to what we are at right now. And it continued to just kind of go down and go way up as 2018 came. And then all the way into January 2019, where at the beginning of 2019, we were sitting at above a 4.5% for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. So in those pre-COVID years where a lot of people thought we were in more of a normal market because things weren't as crazy, we were still seeing those higher interest rates above 4. The only difference now is that home prices have skyrocketed in the past year. So overall, home affordability has gone down. And if interest rates continue to increase throughout the year, home affordability will continue to go down. Now, until action is taken by the Federal Reserve, a lot of that is just up in the air as to seeing what's going to happen. So what I believe is the best way to prepare you guys is to show you how these interest rates could affect your mortgage payments, with certain changes. Now, for this, I wanted to use a mortgage calculator, and I'm using one by Bankrate that you can just Google. You can Google mortgage rate calculator bank by Bankrate, or you can just Google mortgage calculator, and there are going to be a lot of options. I like this one just because, it splits it up on the pie chart. It has a really good layout and really easy to use. So for this example, say you're buying a $500,000 house and you were putting maybe a 10% down, okay, and maybe say 20%, you have more money, you can put 20% down. So you can see for a 30-year loan at 3.5% interest rate, you would have a payment of almost $1,800 a month for your estimated monthly payment. And that is also, excluding homeowners insurance, property tax, or HOA fees. I just didn't include those because those things can differ depending on where you live and, your insurance policy and all that, HOA and all that kind of stuff. So say it's just $1,800 your monthly payment if you're at a 3.5% interest rate. Now, if you go to a 4% interest rate, now you're at $1,900. That's an extra $100 a month that you're gonna have to pay. And that's not including property taxes, homeowners insurance, or HOA fees. Now, let's imagine that it goes up to 4.5 like it was in 2019. If you were at 4.5 in 2019, well, now you're at over $2,000 a month instead of $1,800. That's a whole $200 extra a month. Now, that could really, really change the price of the home that you're going to be able to afford now. So just imagine that from an increase of 3.5 to 4.5, which in reality, if you think about it, that's kind of what happened from end of December to now. It went from 3.1 to pretty much 4.1. Your monthly payment on a $500,000 house is going to be $200 more than it was before. Like I said before, that can really change the house that you can buy. Overall, the unpredictability of the market with the rise of interest rates suggests that anybody who is trying to buy a home in 2022 should buy it sooner than later. Now, as I always tell people, also do your own research, look into it yourself. Talk to your lender, see what they think, see how those payments are going to change on the house that you're looking for, just so you are prepared in case any changes happen. Also, remember, if you're trying to buy a house in the next 3 months, see if you can get that rate locked in. Even though it seems high right now, there's a possibility that's going to be even higher. And that is all I have for you today in terms of mortgage rates. If you have any questions, please put them down below. I'd love to get them answered for you. Now, if you are a home buyer here in the Houston area and you're looking to get connected to a local lender, go ahead and shoot me an email. I have worked with some of the best lenders here in the Houston area, and I'd love to get you connected. And if you are planning on buying and selling your home and you are not in the Houston area and you need local real estate help, shoot me an email as well. Through Sotheby's, we have one of the largest top-tier real estate agent networks in the nation and global. As always, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Your support means everything to me. And I'll continue to put out real estate-related topic covering any real estate topics, properties, and overall lifestyles in Houston. And with that said, I cannot wait to see you guys next week.